Okay, so where we are is the Kingfisher 2. So where we are is the Kingfisher 2 or 4-well pad that is located within the Kingfisher development area. So this area is operated by Sinok Uganda Limited. So it's located within Chikube district. It's about 1.5 or 2 hours drive from Hoima town. So where we are standing right now is a well pad which was used to drill the Kingfisher 2 well and the Kingfisher 4 well. These 2 wells that we are drilled on this well pad are actually what we call exploration and appraisal wells. These are the first wells that are drilled on a field to understand whether you have oil and gas in this particular area. So these wells were drilled from this location and drilled directionally several kilometers in the tune of about 3.9 kilometers down into the subsurface, and both wells encountered oil and gas. So after encountering oil and gas, these wells were tested, and by testing I mean that the oil was flown to the surface, and that was for the reason to, first of all, to understand how much can they produce, but also to get samples that can be analyzed and planned for the facilities that will be used to develop the oil on this field. So Kingfisher 2 well is the one that was drilled here in 2008. And what you see on the surface is what we call a Christmas tree. The Christmas tree is a piece of equipment that is put on top of the well to provide protection and a barrier so that the well is safe and is prepared for production. So at a point where you want to produce the well, what you'll do is you'll have to attach piping onto the components that you see on the side here and then connect them to a processing facility. There is nothing you can do in terms of flowing the well at this point because the well is closed and you have no connection to anything. So the other thing that I can add is that this is the only piece that you see on the surface that protects flow from down the well to the surface, but there are other components within the well that provide the necessary barrier for oil not to be able to come to the surface. So Kingfisher 2 was drilled here, and then you have Kingfisher 4, which is housed down in this what we call a well cellar. So in the future, when all the facilities to process the crude are designed are in place, what will happen is that several wells will be drilled on this well pad. The purpose of drilling several wells on a well pad is to protect the environment. So otherwise you would have one well drilled on each well pad, but for purposes of ensuring that we don't have several well pads scattered all over, the approach that has been taken is that have one well pad and drill several wells targeting your area where the oil is, which we call the reservoir. So on this particular well pad, we'll have about 8 wells drilled, and those wells will be connected through pipelines, and these pipelines will go to a central processing facility, which facility will be used to separate oil from water, from gas, and from sand that may be produced together with the oil. And after that separation is done, that is when oil can be taken to the delivery point and exported through the pipeline or taken to the refinery, which is the other commercial option that we have. So in brief, that is how a well pad looks like, and that is what the future production will look like. Thank you.